Okay, I'm your poorly aging sarcastic PC witty gamer, and we are going to the next thing on the list. That's right, there is a list. And it's a list of the games that have gotten the most views in the history of the poorly aging sarcastic PC witty gamer channel. By the way, I just love these black loading screens, don't you? They're so lovely. Oh, okay. I see a logo. I'm sorry. If the game runs and I can play it, I take it all back. Especially because I just went from a game I don't understand, which is Planet Coaster, to this game, which I understand better than any other game. I think I have something like 13,767 hours in it. So I have played this every which way but loose. Okay, looks like I'm in Riften, and there's Lucian wearing glasses.
Only yesterday I left home, but I already feel like quite the adventurer. Thank you, my friend, for keeping me alive.
What do you know about the Dragonborn?
Ah, you're convinced that that's what you are then?
I didn't say that. I don't know yet.
And neither do I. Not for certain. I imagine we'll find out soon enough, though. Anyway, you asked me what I know.
I did, yeah.
I'm more familiar with the Cyrodiilic legends than the Nordic ones.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you what I've read.
Okay.
Though some scholars on Solstein dispute it, the first definite use of the term Dragonborn is attributed to Saint Alessia back in the
Uh-huh.
Bronze era. The story
Okay.
goes that on her death, Alessia made a pact with Akatosh, who his divine blood and granted her the Amulet of Kings. Akatosh then sealed off the Plains of Oblivion, banishing the Aedra and Daedra from the surface of Nirn forevermore. Or at least for as long as one of Alessia's descendants sat on the throne of Cyrodiil and wore the amulet. From then on, Alessia's descendants were known as Dragonborn. Of course, that line ended with the death of Martin Septim during
Of
the
course.
crisis. But he turned into a giant dragon and kicked the Doomsday God back into the Deadlands, which seems to have confused things. Anyway, skip 100 years, and here you are, supposedly with that same dragon blood in your veins. The somewhat primitive myths. That lets you absorb the soul of a dragon, which we've both seen you do, and channel it into a shout. But as far as I'm aware, no one ever saw any of the Dragonborn emperors do that. Maybe you're related to them. Maybe the gods just like you.
There's only one god.
In any case, as I said, I have a feeling we'll find out more soon enough.
You probably want to cover your knees. What was it you wanted to talk to me about? Not that I would actually end an interrogative with a preposition. So I guess it would be what did you want to discuss?
Ah, yes. Just something I've been thinking about lately.
And what would that
I
be?
know I'm not very good at practical things.
You got that
You
right.
know, combat. I rely on you to win our battles, and I shouldn't.
Why not?
So I suppose I was wondering, do you think you could train me?
Train you. Well, I don't think we have trains in this game. There is a mod that puts trains in I think it's called Blackreach or someplace like that, but I tried it and I never saw the train, and I had that mod loaded for thousands of hours of gameplay. Never saw the train. Of course, we'll start as soon as we have the time.
Fantastic! Can't wait to get cracking.
Yeah, don't mention crack. He says, why don't you keep Vilja company? I didn't even
Let
see
me know if you need
Vilja.
anything else.
I see Indigo. Lucian. Let's talk to Indigo. Yes. Why?
Riften. City of 1,000 suspicious smells. Perhaps I'll write a book about it one day. From a distance, that is.
did you want to talk about?
Could you not end interrogatives and prepositions? Any thoughts?
Maybe it is another lovely day in Riften.
Do you know why it said I should have him get to know Vilja better? I mean, I don't even see Vilja around here, do you? Is she invisible?
All set?
Yeah, I don't see any Vilja. I would like to... Okay, I'm Kajkeet, level 28, so that helps me kind of know who I am. I'm obviously a Khajiit. My destruction is 44. I'm doing this not to show off to you, but to actually... Because it's been a while since I've played. So I kind of, you know, need to... know what's going on. I don't know why that guy is cowering there.
Smell. Ah,
It's probably me.
your cheese wheels.
None of your business. Leave me alone. Unless you're Vilja. Are you Vilja? No, I still don't see a Vilja. But it's weird that he would bring her up if I mean... She must be in the game. I don't know if we recruited her yet. Because I haven't gone back. You know, a professional would have gone back if they spent this much time away. And they would have brought themselves up to date so that they would sound like they knew what they were doing. And I might do that at some point, but right now... It's more fun to just explore, look around, wonder, you know, have I been in Riften before? Which quests have I done and not done? I do love me some Skyrim. Especially with Riften being the home of the Thieves Guild. It's nice being here not knowing what I've done before. So, like, do I have enemies in this town? I don't remember. I'm coming here to see if I already killed the old lady. It looks like maybe I did. Well, I mean, I don't see any. This is weird. It's an orphanarium. And there's only one orphan here? And nobody taking care of the orphans? I don't necessarily want to steal everything from the orphans. It is weird that there doesn't seem to be any orphans here except one, and nobody to take care of them. The Cabin in the Woods, Volume 2, as told by Mogan, son of Moloch. That's my favorite telling of this, in fact. Late one night a few seasons ago, a soldier was returning home after several bloody battles. He decided he would save some gold and decided to cross the pine forest on foot. Yet, don't have the word decided in the same sentence twice. Not even two sentences in a row, but definitely not in the same sentence twice. The first day of his journey was rather uneventful. The soldier stuck to the main path and kept a brisk pace. When it started getting dark, he set up his bedroll, built a small fire, and cooked up some rabbit he had caught. Apparently he wasn't Jewish, because rabbits are not kosher. A fine day indeed, he thought to himself as he fell asleep. I wouldn't have done his voice if I'd known it was just a thought. Partway through the evening, the soldier was woken by soft sobbing in the distance. He was woken by, I suppose, that's a kind of a clumsy way of saying it, but I would have said he was awakened, but okay. He grabbed his sword, assuming it to be a bandit trick, but pretended to sleep so he could get the jump on them. After a few minutes, the sobbing started moving away from his camp until he could no longer hear it. For the rest of the night, he slept with one eye open. Day 2, the soldier awoke from that rotten sleep he could catch and started off through the forest at a quicker pace, intending to put distance between himself and whatever he had heard last night. As the day went on, it began to rain heavily, so he something himself. So there's an indicator that I'm making a video there, and it's over at the two first words of the second page, so I don't know what words they are. Himself a little shelter for the evening, so he could remain dry while he slept. It took him a little longer to fall asleep, with thoughts of the previous night fresh in his mind, but he eventually slept. This time, he awoke to sobbing that sounded like it was right outside his shelter. Soldier grabbed his sword and crawled out of the shelter. In front of the fire, he saw the back of a ghostly woman sobbing into her hands. The soldier mustered his courage and asked her what was wrong. No answer. He began to slowly approach, but before he could reach her, she just turned and screamed at him. The ghostly woman raised an axe and began to run at the soldier, disappearing before she made contact. Well, it's good she didn't make contact. We might be talking about a dead soldier. The soldier took off into the night with just his sword in hand. He ran until the first light of dawn, where he started down the road again, as fast as he could move. The third day was bright and sunny, but the soldier rattled and sleepless. Didn't even notice. He moved as fast as he could, trying to get through the forest before nightfall. A darkness began to fall. As darkness began to fall, he saw a cabin just off the road and thought to himself, it would be a good place to hunker down for the night. After arriving at the cabin, he spent some time blocking the doors and windows. Nothing would get in. Despite his preparations, he could not sleep. He sat in what used to be the cabin's bedroom, staring at the barricaded door, shaking. Eventually, he could keep his eyes open no longer and fell asleep. This time, he awoke to the laughing on the other side of the barricaded door. It sounded like the woman from before, but he refused to believe it was her. The soldier burst through the barricade door into the main room to find the ghostly woman from the night before staring at the ground, laughing hysterically with axe in hand. How do you laugh with an axe? I would think you would chop with an axe, but laughing with an axe. He began to relentlessly attack the ghostly woman, but he could feel his strikes were less effective. He used a scroll of firebolts, which drew a scream from her, and she exploded, disappearing. The ordeal was over. The ghost was gone. The soldier slept well that night, and the next day made excellent distance through the woods. As the sun began to set, he came out on the other side of the forest and looked back, remembering his days before. As he turned and started walking away from the woods, he could swear he heard the sobbing again. It doesn't have a red outline, so I don't know why they would consider it stealing. But I'm going to take it anyway. I mean, we are in Riften, home of the Thieves Guild, and if my mods are working, and I think they are, I have to qualify to join the Thieves Guild by stealing a certain number of things. By the way, we should have closed the door before. Oh, in fact, what's her face is there. I just saw her. Apparently she's unaware of our chicanery. Maybe because I'm sneaking. Let's talk to her.
This war has created so many orphans, and so few are willing to open their hearts to them.
Why do you stay working at the orphanage?
My only concern is for the children.
Uh-huh.
The poor darlings have no one else.
Is there anything with which I can help
Maybe
you?
you can help me.
What do you need?
It's been weeks now.
Okay.
Until next time.
Yeah, sorry about all the thievery. Okay, now we've got actual children here. We have Francois, I don't know how to say these names before. We have Runa Fairshield, and we have Ferrar. I'm kind of surprised that it's so stable. Okay, we're going to go into the Ratway. I don't know if we... Like I said, I don't know if we've been here before or not. I don't even remember how to... I mean, I'm probably some sort of a mage, and I don't remember how to use my spells.
Actually, wait!
I don't know, Droth. They'd skin us alive if they knew we were doing this. this far.
Let's see if I can load them into my hands. Maybe that's... I'll go...
You said we...
Yeah, okay, that's how we do it. This is how we do it. It's funny, you know, you do these things for over 10,000 hours. Then you go into a different, similar game, like Oblivion Remastered, where you do your mage skills differently, and then you're not sure you can remember how to do them. How come the guy's not hostile to me since I'm trying to set him on fire? I mean, I know he feels it because he's saying it burns. So, I don't know. I know I was having problems with different games, and that's usually the reason I stopped playing them for a while. Now, sometimes it's just I bought another game, you know, but I know there was some Elder Scrolls game where I couldn't get even the enemies to be hostile towards me, so I don't know if that's what's going on here or not. And if so, if I continue to play it, then I would have to
This is some kind of stress relief thing for you, isn't it?
I would have to look for a way to make them work properly. Well, so far I have failed everything I've tried to create. I don't know how that's different from my regular life. Okay, now I've created a poison of damage magicka, so that's something at least. My alchemy is at 73, so that's good. Alchemy and ivory. Doesn't make sense. Why am I singing a silly song like this? Now this is a potion of Fortify Illusion. Oh, that's a fish. I don't want to... Okay, Ravage Magicka. Okay, wheat, thistle branch, and spawn ash. Poison of Ravage Stanima. I almost never use the potions I create. I generally sell them off because they're worth more to me as money than what their other uses in the game are. I don't want to say too much about how it's not crashing, because that's probably the way to get it to crash.
Hey you, stop right there. Empty your pockets or end up as Steve.
Is the guy talking to me? Because I'd be happy to fight him.
Hey you, stop right there.
I've killed dozens like you. I am not the droids you're looking for. And I have bought some paid mods for this game. Some of which I never got to the point in the game where I could try them out. So that's another reason to come back to playing this, because even after all these years, I'm gonna encounter new stuff. I don't know who these people are, so when it tells me their name, it doesn't really help. Okay, I need to find a key to that cage. Gian the Fist. Thank you for wearing clothing. Okay, I apparently have a house in the basement. Beggar by Revan. Eslaf Errol was the last of the litter of 5 born to the queen of the prosperous Nordic kingdom of Eragard. Lafrakapa and her husband, the king of Aragod, Vitluaf. There's not enough vowels in that to actually pronounce it. During pregnancy, the queen had been more than twice as wide as she was tall, and the act of delivery took 3 months and 6 days after it had begun. It is, perhaps, understandable, then, that La Copa elected, upon expelling Eslaf, to frown, say good riddance, and die. Like many Nords, Vitlof did not care very much for his wife, and less for his children. His subjects were puzzled, therefore, when he announced that he would follow the ancient tradition of his people of Atmora, of following his beloved spouse to the grave. They had not thought they were particularly in love, nor were they aware that such a tradition existed. Still, the simple people were grateful for the little royal drama alleviated their boredom, which was and is a common problem in the more obscure parts of northern Skyrim, particularly in the wintertide. Like if they have no internet or their streaming isn't working or something. He gathered his household staff and his 5 fat, bawling little heirs in front of him and divided his estate. To his son, Yinoth, he gave his title. To his son, Lornun, he gave his land. To his son, Suobud, he gave his fortune. To his daughter, Lasifitra, he gave his army. Yutlof's advisors had suggested he keep the inheritance together for the good of the kingdom, but Vitlof did not particularly care for his advisors or the kingdom. For that matter, upon making his announcement, he drew his dagger. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's try this again. The periods are too small to see. Vutlof's advisors had suggested he keep the inheritance together for the good of the kingdom, but Vutlof did not particularly care for his advisors or the kingdom for that matter. Upon making his announcement, he drew his dagger across his throat. One of the nurses, who was rather shy, finally decided to speak as the king's life ebbed away. Your Highness, you forget your fifth child, little Eslav. Good Vertloff groaned. It is somewhat hard to concentrate with blood gushing from one's throat, after all. The king tried in vain to think of something to bequeath, but there was nothing left. Finally, he sputtered irritably, Eslav should have taken something then, and died. That a babe but a few days old was expected to demand his rightful inheritance was arguably unfair. But so Eslav Errol was given his birthright with his father's dying breath. He would have nothing but what he had taken. See, I thought Eslav was a chick name. I was probably thinking of some similar sounding name in Frozen or something. So no one else would have him, the shy nurse, whose name was Drushba, took the baby home. It was a decrepit little shack, and over the years that followed, it became more and more decrepit. Well, all of us actually did. Unable to find work, Drushba sold all of her furnishings to buy food for little Eslav. You mean she didn't eat herself? By the time he was old enough to walk and talk, she had sold the walls and the roof as well, so they had nothing but a floor to call home. And if you've ever been to Skyrim, you can appreciate that is scarcely sufficient. That, I don't like two that's in a row. A good spell checker would offer to delete the second that. Now, I understand it works in that sentence, but there's better ways to. Not that I'm a great writer or anything. Druzhba did not tell Eslav the story of his birth, or that his brothers and sisters were leading quite nice lives with their inheritances. For, as we have said, she was rather shy and found it difficult to broach the subject. She was so painfully shy, in fact, that whenever he asked any questions about where he came from, Druzhba would run away. That was more or less her answer to everything. To flee. In order to communicate with her at all, Eslav learned how to run almost as soon as he could walk. He couldn't keep up with his adopted mother at first, but in time he learned to go toe heel, if he anticipated a short but fast sprint, and heel toe, if it seemed Druzhba was headed for a long-distance marathon flight. He never did get all the answers he needed from her, but Eslav did learn how to run. The kingdom of Arrowgard had, in the years that Eslav was growing, become quite a grim place. King Yunov did not have a treasury, for Soebud had been given that. He did not have any property for income, for Laernu had been given that. I was hoping not to have to say these names again. He did not have an army to protect the people, for Lasiv Iftera had been given that. Furthermore, as he was but a child, all decisions in the kingdom went through Veraf's rather corrupt council. It had become a bureaucratic, exploitative land of high taxes, rampant crime, and regular incursions from neighboring kingdoms. Not a particularly unusual situation for a kingdom of Tamriel, but an unpleasant one nonetheless. Kind of like this book. The time finally came when the tax collector arrived to Druzhba's hovel, such as it was, to collect the only thing he could, the floor. Rather than protest, the poor shy maid ran away, and Eslav never saw her again. Would that this was the end of the story, but it is not. Without a home or a mother, Eslov did not know what to do. He had grown accustomed to the cold, open air in Druzhba's shack, but he was hungry. Is it a shack if there's no walls or roof? I don't think so. May I have a piece of meat? He asked the butcher down the street. I'm very hungry. The man had known the boy for years, often spoke to his wife about how sorry he felt for him, growing up in a home with no ceilings or walls. Ceilings? Wouldn't it just be the one ceiling? How many ceilings do you need? He smiled at Eslov and said, "Go away or I'll hit you." Eslov hurriedly left the butcher and went to a nearby tavern. They let little kids into a tavern? The tavern keeper had been a former valet in the king's court and knew that the boy was by right a prince. Many times he had seen the poor ragged lad in the streets and sighed at the way Fat had treated him. I mean Fate. I get Fat and Fate confused at times. May I have something to eat? Eslov asked this tavern keeper. I'm very hungry. You're lucky I don't cook you up and eat you, replied the tavern keeper. So apparently, even though he had taken pity on this kid and all of that, it did make him into a nice person with him. Eslov hurriedly left the tavern. For the rest of the day, the boy approached the good citizens of Erogard begging for food. One person had thrown something to him, but it turned out to be an inedible rock. Why are we calling them good people if they're letting this poor kid starve to death? As night fell, a raggedy man came up to Eslov and, without saying a word, handed him a piece of fruit and a piece of dried meat. The lad took it, wide-eyed, and as he devoured it, he thanked the man very sweetly. If I see you begging on the streets tomorrow, the man growled, I'll kill you myself. There are only so many beggars we of the guild allow in any one town, and you make it one too many. You're ruining business. It was a good thing Eslov Errol knew how to run. He ran all night. Eslov Errol's story is continued in the book Thief. Well, I don't know that we actually have that book. So, Dorothy, it looks like we came a long way for nothing. I also don't know how to get to anywhere. Oh, it's an expert door. And my nose picking isn't really up to snuff, so... I have a lot of nose picks, but... Oh, well, we almost got this one open, and I don't know what's down there that I want to actually see. I have got a nose pick. I go pick, pick, pick. When I pick my nostrils, some people get sick. Okay. Well, we got the door open. And now I have looted a skeever. Die, mouse or rat. It's kind of fun. It's not like playing like I've never played it before. I can never go back to that naivety. But it's fresh enough. And I do seem to have blue fur, which is good. Is this the way I just came in? I'm confused. Or is this the way I just came in? If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Little blue mountain flower. Some hanging moss. And some scath craw. Will make a poison of damage magicka regen. I should probably go to the fishery and turn in my fish and see if there's some kind of reward. Okay, we have been here before. In fact, just a few minutes ago. I have got a skeever. Life is rough, rough, rough. Unlock Shadowfoot Sanctum. Requires a key. Well, I'm not sure I wanted to go down there anyway. Wasn't there... Okay, well, I obviously didn't see that coming, whatever it was. I don't even know what just killed me. But I'm in the same room again. Is it that thing? Yep, it's that thing. I don't know why I would want to unlock the gate in the first place. Since there's some kind of vicious beast in there, but... I think I'm lost. I mean, I sort of know that I'm in the rat way. But I mean, if I wanted to go down to the bar, I think I'm going the wrong way for that. And before you ask, no, I'm not going to read every... Okay, there's an alternate way to get there. I'm not going to read every book in the game. Okay, there's animals in the... are they... I don't know if they're enemies or not, but there's animals in the... That's cool.
make the darkness as clear as the day when you
What can you tell me about the Ragged Flagon?
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble. Got it.
What are you gonna do about it anyway?
Catch my drift.
You're such a nice guy to get to know. I mean, threatening strangers and all. Why do they call you Dirge? Yeah, kind of, actually.
Delvin, that last shipment we heisted on the Cyrodiil frontier was worthless.
Sorry, I was supposed to be there.
But the stick me heard that seven attacks. It was a full shipment of furs. Not one occasion.
Oh, that's nice.
Idiot.
I've never seen him turn decent.
Caravan.
I mean, that's another thing about taking a break.
Stay out.
When you come back, you might end up playing the game differently than you did
I
before.
have no business with you. I have no business with you.
Okay, well, can you train me in snack? I don't know if I have money. Oh, I've got 97.73 gold, so yeah, I'll train in snack. Wow, almost all my gold is gone. I went from 9,700 to 823 just training with this guy. It's something I could have trained in just by crouching around. Anyway. Thank you. Why is that? I'm looking to make a home here in the Ratways. Yeah, I don't have. I'm a bit short on money right now.
They ain't my boys. Do I look like a leading type?
Can you share anything about the Thieves Guild?
I'll pass it along.
Dirge to toss you into the cistern.
Any rules in this establishment?
There's no handouts. You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks.
There's three of us. I think we can take on Dirge.
There's a reason the city guard doesn't come down here, you know.
The bad acting?
Until next time.
Oh, well, I already talked to you, Delvin. My bad. What's your specialty around here? I feel the same way when I look in the mirror. There's a lot of good-looking cats out there, but Kajki, the best looking. How long you been with the guild? You must be pretty important around here then. I don't know who Vex is.
I'm sure we'll speak again.
We might. What do you do around here? I wasn't trying. I just wanted to talk. What can you tell me about Vekel? His or yours?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do around here? Your voice sounds different than everybody else's.
All right, Delvin.
I think
Gives with the case of Shadow.
What do you mean? That boy chased further than anything Cerulean Brothers ever made. I respond to
All right.
that case.
I didn't even see Vex. Legendary offender. I don't believe we've even met. Why say such things? Good. A duel of wit. Explain yourself. I wish to know more. How was this duel performed? Why would somebody admit defeat then? That makes no sense if it's going to lose them their money. Where might one find this, what do you call it? Bard's College? Go sit on a pike, I'm leaving. Okay. Well, that was perhaps a horrible waste of time. Are you Vex? No, you're not Vex. I am a cat, you idiot. I'm Kashkeet. Sometimes I think I sneak more than I walk. Your ears are quite sensitive. Why am I complimenting a guy on his ears? How am I not a Khajiit? I need to look at my... With a name like Kashkeet, I thought I was a Khajiit. Now he's calling me a fellow cat, so which is it? When you are a master of stealth, even the wind envies your gait. Is there a way to look at... I don't remember how I would look at myself to know. It says I'm a Khajiit. Right there. Race, Khajiit. So quit telling me I'm not a Khajiit. Well, so far I'm enjoying this look back at Skyrim. I do like the quests, the guilds, the main quest, and I like adding mods to it all and changing up different things. In fact, that's usually been my downfall in Skyrim, is adding so many mods that the game is unstable. And again, that would be my fault, not the fault of the devs. I don't remember it looking like this down here, so either it didn't before and mod is changing things up, or I'm just wrong about how it looked before. There's books and I can't pick up any of them. You're probably glad I can't because you're afraid I would read them to you. Okay, we're back up here again. It's not terribly dark, but I don't know if I'm running a, you know, a Darker Nights mod or not. I honestly don't know what mods I'm running. It's unlikely that I'm not running some because I usually do. I think I'll go into the temple. This is kind of fun because I don't remember whether I'm married in this particular playthrough. I honestly don't remember what I've done and not done, and as you've seen, I haven't looked at the quest log. I might do that now, but you were just threatening me. Now you're blessing me with Mara's. Anyway, can you tell me about Mara's beliefs?
Mara's domain encompasses the emotions we strive the most to embrace: love, compassion, and understanding. It's difficult to appreciate her gifts in these dark times, but you should consider her light a beacon
Oh, I don't eat bacon. Oh, beacon. I'm sorry about that. May I receive a simple blessing of Mara?
May the blessing of Mara be with you.
And also with you. All my diseases are cured. Do you accept charity?
Of course. I'd be more than happy to add a donation to our charity box. Right now, the best you could provide is coin. We need all the help we can get.
I'd like to donate.
Thank you. I can promise you that this will be put to good use.
It's 5 coins. I'm not gonna,
May you return to her benevolence in safety.
think about it forever.
Hello, friend.
Hello. How you doing?
Sans friend. Can I interest you in a bouquet of flowers for your special someone?
Do I have a special someone? I'm an adventurer, not a handmaiden. What in oblivion would I do with flowers?
I don't know. You could plant them, sniff them, make a wreath. What you do with them is your business. But buy them you must.
Must I? Do you work for the temple?
No, I am in business for myself. I am not here to make love. I am the love of my life. Go find me a Mira, and I will kiss it. But you love many things, and those things require flowers to keep them happy, or they will find someone else. Someone with flowers.
By the one true God, I can't let that happen. How many flowers should I buy?
All of them, just to be safe. You never know if your special someone is very picky and only likes a certain type of flower. If you buy them all, even if she hates them, she will know you tried your best.
I'm not interested in your business. I want to know more about you.
Why? There is nothing to know. Talking to me will not make you happy. Buying from me will.
I'm willing to take that chance. Let me ask you some questions.
Fine, but know that I am being very nice to you, and a good person would return the favor.
As a fellow Khajiit, do you get harsh treatment from the locals?
Some refuse to talk to me, but the Riften is a city with lizards, beggars, elves, and thieves. I work with the temple. I am the least of their concerns.
You
One
just
day,
said you
I
don't
bumped
work
into
with
one
the
they called
temple.
Vulwolf Snowshad. He started screaming, and chunks of his dinner started to rain on my face. I was not wearing a hat, so this rain was very uncomfortable. I could have covered my face with my hands, but they were busy elsewhere. I did not have to sell as many flowers that day.
You shouldn't be so evasive. What if I was a dashing suitor?
It matters not. I am my own soulmate. The only fur I pet is my own. If I see my face in your eyes, I will lick them.
I don't even know what that means, but okay. What do you do when you're not selling flowers?
I do not have time to do anything else. I must work to earn gold, or I will not last a day. I scratch and I claw. I am not a burly adventurer like you. I am not a whore like Helga.
Hey, watch
I
your
cannot
language.
Flex my muscles or open my legs and be guaranteed a warm bed.
Hey, this is a
I
G-rated
am not
channel.
the one who pushes the millstone. I am a grinder. I grind for coins, and every day is a grind.
I understand. I have to grind in WWE 2K26,000 in order to just unlock the stuff I paid $150 for.
Yes, but remember why you are here. Customers should talk less and buy more.
What kind of flowers do you sell?
Many types. Blue ones, purple ones, white ones. Every color and smell you could ask for. But why would you ask for something specific? That is not romantic. Why not buy them all and give your love a special surprise?
I don't even know if I have enough money for that. purple ones? You mean like Nightshade?
I don't know. There are too many purple ones to keep track of. Yes, some will kill you if you eat them. But so do swords, and the blacksmith is still allowed to sell them.
How is the store faring? You seem in a hurry to sell.
I am in no hurry. Business is good. Many people know that without flowers, they will die miserable and lonely. If my words are fast, it is because that is the way. I was taught by my mother that a trader must manage their store as if their fur was on fire. I must sell for tomorrow's profits as much as today's. You never know when the lean times will come.
Or when you won't be able to grow flowers because, like, it's winter or something. The way you describe it, your business must have ups and downs.
Love
Why
is
do I
like
care?
the seasons. There are winters and springs.
That's what I was
When
telling
people
them.
don't buy flowers, things go bad, and everyone hates each other. This is winter. I tell them, spring never comes because they are not buying flowers, but they are poor, so they try talking to their spouse instead. This is why Helga's bed is never cold and the wives are being cheated on. Helga does not bother with the talking. She just buys flowers and puts them under her frock.
I heard she keeps a trout under there.
Sometimes. Other times she will stick a cucumber in her mouth and go home with your husband. But these things are expensive.
I don't have a husband.
Flowers are not.
I'm pretty sure I don't have a husband. I think I'm a chick. Is there a way to check? There's got to be something where I can check what rank I am. And did your parents value saving money?
Yes, they were not wealthy, but they had a prosperous marriage, as they were never short on flowers. You could learn something from them. Father was a gardener, but every night he would steal a red flower for my mother. Naturally, they could not keep their clothes off each other. But to answer your question, we learned to save our coin when it was plentiful. Just as the squirrel gathers nuts to prepare for the winter.
Have I seen any squirrels in this game? I can't remember. I couldn't live like that. I spend my gold faster than I can earn it.
That is also wise. In Skyrim, life is short. That is what the priests say. You can't make love to your money. Let a fool like me hold on to it.
You sure are obsessed with lovemaking. Who are your best customers?
Helga is my best customer, although it is not because she buys the flowers. The men of Riften buy the flowers so their wives do not notice they are coming home wearing Daedric boots. Some, like Bersi, do not even associate with Helga, but they are so pathetic that flowers are the only thing keeping their marriage together. The bachelors come here too, because they know without flowers, their amulets of Mara might as well be a garland of anchovies.
How will a bouquet of flowers improve a person's love life?
The flower is a natural aphrodisiac, more potent than wine, cheaper than diamonds. Liquor will make you shed your inhibitions. The flower will make you lose all control of them.
My face and body are its own aphrodisiac.
It is a fine lure, but like the flower, all things wilt over time. The novelty of your body is the same, but unlike the flower, you cannot buy a new body, not unless you pay a face sculptor. Flowers are much cheaper.
She's got me nailed there. Since I'm poorly aging, the body must
Do
be
come
going.
back.
I almost feel like reading the Trials of Saint Alicia, but I won't. I don't know how he breathes with his nose and mouth covered like that, but okay. I brought you something, dear. You don't have to say "of course" like that, like I'm expected to. I'll give you my stolen stuff. I've got one amulet of Mara that's stolen and one that isn't, it looks like. Return to Talon-Jay. Who's Talon-Jay? Oh. Apparently those jewels that I just gave away were supposed to be part of a quest, and it didn't tell me until I gave them away, so that's a shame.
Thank you. I'll be sure to put it to good use.
Dinya, I was wondering if you could speak to Maramel about perhaps presiding over a marriage ceremony for myself and Kirava. She's the love of my life and my Swiss Army knife. I wish to be with her forever, but only if we can be wed in traditional Argonian fashion. Traditional Argonian bonding ceremonies are somewhat long and complex, involving unique rituals spoken in our native language. I'd be more than happy to provide a book describing what I'm looking for, as long as Maramel doesn't mind. Talon-Jay. I don't know who Talon-Jay is, but I'm supposed to return to Talon-Jay.
Here's a man I'm glad to see. Until next time.
Oh, that's right. We're in that. I had to think about what location I was in. There's a lot of locations in this game.
If your allegiance lies with the Empire, we haven't much to discuss.
Well, the hatred for the Empire.
They mean to take our history and crush it all in the name of some damn treaty. The soil beneath our feet is steeped in the blood of our ancestors who fought for its land and died for it. I lost my own daughter to the Imperial dogs, and my house shall not lose anyone else.
What happened to your daughter? Question mark?
Amelia joined Stormcloaks many years ago, when the first of the skirmishes broke out across Skyrim. I was so proud of her.
Weren't we all?
She served as a battle lady, using her healing arts to help those that fell on the battlefield. Never even lifted a blade.
I think Battlefield's a different game series.
The Imperial soldiers cut her down, killed her like a dog.
That's terrible, killing dogs.
Until every single Imperial soldier joins her, and Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim.
You're such a pleasant person.
Or die, there's nothing in between.
Okay, now I'm gonna try and see if there's a way to look at who I am. I don't remember. I play a lot of video games. I should have a channel about it someday. Well, it wouldn't be under magic, although I do like those animated icons there. Skills we sort of already looked at. I'm glad to be 61 in sneak, for instance. 23 in nose picking, only 4 in pickpocket. I'm gonna have to pick that up if I'm gonna be a good Thieves Guild member. My speech is only 34, which is amazing. Alchemy is 76. My illusion is just 1. My conjuration is 1. My destruction is 45, my restoration is 18, alteration 1, enchanting 23, smithing a whopping 83. Heavy armor 1, I don't use heavy armor, that's why. The block 8, I don't block much. Two-handed 1, one-handed 1, archery 8, light armor 6. I do use light armor, so I need to get that built up. I'm dressed in an Imperial Battle Mage. No wonder people are so upset with me. I'm wearing Imperial stuff and I'm in Riften. I don't know if we've done the So isn't there a way, I mean, to look and see who your character is and all that? Let me try something else. I've discovered 319 locations. I've cleared 25 dungeons. 56 days have passed. I've only slept 8 hours in 56 days. That might be a problem. I've waited 61 hours. I've found 6 standing stones. I've found 38,161 gold. Yeah, most of it I just... Most gold carried 9773. Does that number seem familiar to you? That's... We paid most of that out to train up my snack. Chest looted 455. Skill increases 457. Skill books read 14. I've not eaten any food. That's a problem too. Training sessions 10, and I just did 5 of them. So before we got here, I had only trained 5 times. Books read 174. Some of them out loud. Horses owned 0. Houses owned 1. So I own 1 house. I've invested in no stores. I've done 762 barters. 0 persuasions, 1 bribe, 3 intimidations, and contracted 0 diseases. Oh, okay, there's a mod configuration. Okay. Well, this will probably tell me some of the quests, some of the mods I'm running. Beasts of Tamriel, Better Vampires, Blood and Snow, Chasm, Crime Decay, Dead Body Remover, Dynamically Darker Dungeons, Economy Overhaul, EGO, CWO, so that'd be Civil War Overhaul, Enchanting Adjustments, Enhanced Blood, Extended Encounters, Finis Flyer, Finis PCEA2, Finis Sexy Move, Footprint, Get Out of My Way, I'm Glad You're Here, Immersive Armors, Immersive Creatures, Immersive Fort Dawnguard, Immersive HUD, Listen, Lucian, My Home is Your Home, Missives, NFF, I don't remember what NFF is. Oh, I think that's a network, some guy whose name starts with N, follower framework. Ordinator perks, this is a pretty good list. Pickpocketing the server, Pumping Iron, Quick Trade, Quest Requirements, Realistic Water 2, Run for Your Lives, Side Quests of Skyrim, Sky UI. By the way, I heard we just put in a new Sky UI. So I don't know what the differences will be. Thieves Guild requirements. That's why I was stealing stuff. I have to steal 600 items. in order to join the Thieves Guild. So, timing is everything. Trade and barter. True Thane. Vigor. Yeah, these are really good. Wet, cold, wildcat. Your choices matter. And these are just the ones that use an MCM. I'm sure we have other... I'm sure we have other ones that don't use the MCM. So, okay, we already read that. Quest completed 15. Miscellaneous objectives completed 21. Main quests completed 4. Side quests completed 4. Well, so we're even, Stephen. I'm not complete any companion quests, so that's something I could do. College of Winterhold quests, none. Thieves Guild quests, none. Dark Brotherhood quests completed 2, so I must be in the Dark Brotherhood. Civil War quests completed 2, so it looks like I haven't finished the Civil War yet. Daedra quests completed 0. Quest lines completed 0. So there's no place, at least that I'm seeing, where I can just see my face and all. I mean, obviously I could open the race menu and do that, but looks like I don't have a... Doesn't look like I have a regular quest set. I haven't done the message to Whiterun yet. Oh, I was supposed to wait for the Jarl's response. That's weird that I didn't get the response when I went and delivered the message to him. I might go fast travel there. Hopefully it doesn't crash my game. I do like the darkness that we're seeing here in Riften.
A dragon has attacked White.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place.
Now you can't win this.
That's it. That's all you got?
Okay. That was interesting.
What do you want, cat?
That was, I think, the one who said, "What do you want, cat?"
To replenish us. Many cold rivers. We can fill our skins there. If the river is not frozen with ice, perhaps.
There's 2 Akaris,
Riften for quite some time.
and they look different.
I fear that.
Traveler, this message may come as a mysterious whisper in the dark, but there are forces at play that require your attention. You do not know me, but I am aware of you and the extraordinary qualities you possess. There is a Khajiit named Inigo, a soul of exceptional potential, lying dormant in the depths of Riften Jail. I don't think he is in Riften Jail. His fate, unjustly sealed behind cold bars, is directly tied to a purpose yet to be revealed. In the grand tapestry of Skyrim, the threads of your fate and Inigo's are woven together. Wow, we have fate together. I urge you to make your way to him and find the missing piece to a puzzle that neither of you yet understands. You will never hear from me again. A friend in the shadows.
Now is not the time for an exploration in the sky.
I'm relieved
But-
to hear you say that. If you were to leave, I'd miss you terribly.
By the way, that doesn't make a lick of sense to me. Because Because that's a note, and anybody could read the note, but
Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices.
in the note he mentions me. So the note was for me, but it's just on a bar in public where anybody could read it. Oh, you're so nice. Any news or rumors floating around? What's the word around town?
The city guard has been tearing Riften apart, looking for the source of our school problem. I'd hate to be in their shoes if they get discovered.
What can you tell me about Riften?
Crime is an all-time high in this city thanks to the Thieves Guild. Don't we have enough problems with the war going on?
Things are that bad for you?
See what goods I offer. Look around you. I'm barely keeping this racket together. The worst thing to that. If even Blackbriar keeps raising.
You've been in Riften for quite some time now, Lady Mule. I fear that you soon may leave us.
Riften has problems of its own.
No.
Now is not the time for exploration and
That
discovery.
seems like a stupid thing
Believe
for
the way you say that. If you
the
were to
owner
leave,
of a
miss you
owner of a bar to tell me that she might water down the drinks.
It would
But
take a threat to all of Skyrim for me to
maybe
decide.
she's not worried because as far as I know in this town the only competition she has is that bar down in the rat cellar. What's it called? The Rataway. Anyway, that bar. And maybe she doesn't think I would go there. I suppose your specialty is Blackbriar mead?
Blackbriar mead for the thirsty, food for the hungry. If only Cleveland would stop raising the price on it, maybe I could afford to stock more cases.
You could switch to honey brew mead.
That isn't an option. Maven sees we serve a competitor's brand here, and we may as well dig our own graves.
Where can I learn more about Maja-Ich?
Head north to Winterhold. There's a college there. They teach magic. Most Nords don't care for them.
Well, you're not a Nord.
Might be able to help you.
What do you got for sale?
Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Okay. I don't really want to buy anything from you. I want to sell you stuff if there's anything that... It doesn't look like she's buying... I was hoping to sell my potions that I made, but it doesn't look like she buys potions, so...
Come back and see us again. Hmm? Hello, friend. Until our next meeting, honored friend.
Looking for work? I need someone to deliver a message to City Blackbriar.
What sort of message?
Well, I recently approached City Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid City half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Laban had him locked up. City believes this exempts him from our deal.
Does it?
It does not.
Oh.
I want you to talk to City for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse is worth.
Sounds easy enough.
Good man. You won't regret it. Go to jail and talk to City. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften. You'll be well paid for your time.
Why don't you go tell Sibby yourself?
I'm not exactly comfortable around guards or jails.
And you think I am?
Certainly not when associates of mine have been locked up. No, I'll meet you outside of town.
Why is Sibby in jail?
No idea. But whatever you did, it must have angered Laban. No god would lock up a Blackbriar without your lineage
I'll meet you outside.
Okay, now, if I'm gonna go to the jail, I probably
Sometimes I'm not certain.
should get changed because wearing Imperial battle hood, battle mage hood probably won't do well. Isn't there a way to put everything you're wearing at the top? I'm just gonna double check that I'm not wearing any Imperial stuff. And somebody needs to remind me to switch back after I'm done here.
The people of Riften want to be helped.
I think some of them do, Lady Mule.
Who is making all this noise?
All right.
I hear all this noise. I don't see anything going on causing it.
Can you brew me an ale?
What? I didn't expect him to say that. Now this is Inigo's old cell. Inigo the Brave, a tale suitable for any gender and race at any time. One day Inigo was walking through his spider farm, minding his own business, when he smelt something was wrong. His nose was the best in the land, so he followed it to a nearby cave, where he found a beautiful woman of unspecified race crying, "What's wrong?" Crying, period. Next paragraph, "What is wrong?" said Inigo. "A smelly troll stole my sister," said the radiant woman. "Can you help me? Please bring her back." Inigo looked into the dark cave, then into the eyes of the woman. "If she's alive, I will save your sister," he said. "Thank you," wept the woman. She kissed him, and he entered the cave, bow in hand. He could smell ugly troll everywhere. That's just my cologne, dude. Sometimes I wear ugly troll, other times I wear scared skunk. He soon came to a fork in the tunnel. A little stream ran to the left, and a patch of glowing moss illuminated the way to the right. Follow the stream, 15. Go down the mossy tunnel, 5. Even in the darkness, Inigo was a great archer, and shortly after he loosed an arrow, he heard a yowl of pain. It was a woman. Around him, trolls advanced out of the dimness. The wounded woman shouted, "Kill the handsome cat! Aim an arrow at the woman's voice." I mean, aim an arrow at the woman's voice, 18. What do these numbers got to do with it? Attack the trolls, 19. The mossy tunnel was almost as bright as Inigo, and soon he saw movement up ahead. It was a smelly troll eating something. Run at the troll, 7. Sneak by, 8. Go back to the stream, 15. Inigo bravely reached for the note, but as soon as his hand closed around it, the man came alive. He was a zombie! Stab it with an arrow, 9. Run away, 10. Inigo let out a barbaric yop, something like that, and ran at the troll. The troll looked up from his meal, wet himself, then ran away screaming like a little girl. It had been eating a local farmer by a slimy hole in the ground. The farmer was not anyone's sister, so Inigo pressed on. Jump down the hole, 11. Keep going straight, 12. Inigo was very sneaky, but as he got closer, the troll smelt his delicious aroma and swiped at Inigo with an ugly claw. Duck, 13. Stab it with an arrow, 14. Inigo bravely stabbed the zombie with an arrow and pierced its brain by way of its eye. It shuddered and died. Inigo read the note. I love you. Meet me in the cave at midnight, said the note. It was a woman's writing. Inigo looked up and saw a troll close by. Run at the troll, 7. Sneak by, 8. Inigo unexpectedly took to his heels and ran. Heels is spelled wrong. The zombie's dead hand clutched his ankle, tripping him. He fell and smashed in his head on a rock. The end. Inigo landed lightly. I thought we had already reached the end, and looked about. He was in an immense, bad-smelling chamber. Hey, leave my office out of this. The sound of messy eating surrounded him. Growled loudly in a terrifying manner, 16. Fire an arrow into the darkness ahead, 4. What's going on here? What is going on here? Said Inigo. The woman replied, I need to feed my pets. I'm sorry, I know what was wrong. She coughed wetly. I need you to tell my sister something. Come closer. Approach her with 20, put an arrow through her eye. 24. Inigo used his legendary reflexes and dodged the troll. The stupid beast stumbled to the side and fell through a hole in the cave floor. Inigo heard its neck snap below. He chuckled to himself, then looked about. Jump down the hole, 11. Keep going straight, 21. Inigo the Brave reached for an arrow, but he was too slow. The troll ripped his head clean off, and Inigo never saved anyone again. The end. But we know it's not the end. There's just more pages of this book. As far as I know, this is the first time I've read this book. It's not the first time I've had Inigo the Brave in my game, though. The stream was cold, but Inigo was hardy, and he liked the splashing noises his feet made. He soon found a dead man clutching a note. Read the note, 6. Move on, 21. Go back, follow the mossy tunnel, 5. Are those... Maybe... Okay, I'm starting to get this. Maybe. I'm thinking those numbers are page numbers. And so, like, if we want Inigo to approach the woman, we go to page 20 and then start reading from there. I'm guessing that's how it works. Inigo puffed up his chest and let out one of his furious growls. The eating stopped in a hurry, and he saw many trolls run for a distant exit tunnel. A woman's voice echoed in the darkness ahead. Stop running! Kill that attractive cat! Thank you for mentioning how attractive he is. The trolls turned and faced Inigo. Aim an arrow at the woman's voice, 18. Kill the trolls, 19. Inigo's arrows bit the stalactites, and they crashed to the cave floor below. Here are trolls being squashed, and he smiled to himself. When all was quiet, he jumped down among the smelly bodies and had a look about. He heard a woman weeping nearby. Approach the woman, 20. Call out to her, 12. Inigo used his keen senses and aimed true. He heard the woman gasp, then fall to the floor. The trolls lost their nerve and ran away. Inigo could hear that the woman was near. Death, but still alive. I think you meant dead, but still alive. Approach the woman, 20. Call out to her, 12. Even in low light conditions, Inigo was the greatest archer in the land. He killed 4 trolls, 5, 10, 16. His arms were a furious blur. More and more filthy trolls fell to his bow. But after 100, he began to tire. First he lost his strength, then all his arrows. Then his life. The end. 94, 95. The very, very, very end. Amen. The woman was crumpled and bleeding. She smelled very ugly. My sister sent you, didn't she? She gasped. No day! The troll hag suddenly slashed out at Inigo with a glass dagger. Grab her hand, 22. Put an arrow through her eye. The tunnel grew darker, and Inigo heard himself crunching over dry bones. He smelt blood on the air. Wouldn't that be in the air? Soon he was standing high above a dark cavern. He could hear ugly movement below, and he saw sharp stalactites hanging from the cavern roof. Jump down, 11. Fire a few arrows at stalactites, 17. I just want to get through this book. Inigo grabbed at the hag's hand, but she was supernaturally fast, and the dagger sliced poor Inigo's arm clean off. He stumbled back. He tried to draw his bow, but he was a hand short, and it fell uselessly to the ground. The woman fell on him, stashing and stabbing. How do you stash? The last thing he heard was the troll hag's manic laughter. The end, but probably not. In a textbook example of skill and grace, Inigo loosed an arrow into the woman's face. That's unfortunate rhyming, grace and face. As she expired, her body thrashed and began to change. It grew thick fur and hard skin. Soon her corpse looked half troll, half ugly woman. Inigo covered his nose against its stench and left the cave. Did you find my sister? Asked the pretty woman waiting outside, who had a voice that sounded like a poorly aging, sarcastic man trying to imitate a female voice. Yes, I had to kill her. I am sorry, said Inigo. Thank you, said the woman. She was going to kill me if I didn't bring her more food for her trolls. Inigo was very understanding and took her to his farm to recuperate. It turned out that the woman liked playing with spiders as much as Inigo. They were married a month later and lived happily ever after.
Come quietly.
I
Taste
saw
the
you.
Jarl's
Is
justice.
someone there?
By order of the Jarl. Stop right there.
I submit. Take me to jail. I guess you're smarter than you look, he says without saying it out loud. Okay.
Drop that! What say you in your defense?
I'm already in jail. Sure, take me to jail. I guess you're smarter than you look, he says without saying it out loud.
True, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could we amend? Now such a beast.
Serves him right for... You cannot sleep when enemies are mere... Well, what am I supposed to do in this stupid jail cell if I can't... Usually we sleep to get out of jail. I mean, especially since I don't have any... If the enemies are always going to be nearby, that's the end of this playthrough. Let's try loading our latest. "41 hours into this playthrough." Oh, okay, this is right when we arrive at the jail. Okay, unfortunately... No, I was gonna read the book again, I won't. Take me to jail, this is ridiculous. I guess you're smarter than you look. Okay, now can I go to bed and get out of this? Do you want to just save... Okay, now, going to jail and getting out of jail often crashes the computer. I didn't see a lot of mods in there, so hopefully it doesn't. Okay, this time it didn't. After 4 days spent in jail, you feel slightly weakened, tired, broken. Guards haven't been tender, but this is probably a normal return of fat after what you've done. What, did I pick up a book or something like that? I spent 4 days in jail for that? My one-hand skill has decreased by 2. By the way, it was at 1, so that would put it at -1. We'll see if that's the case in a moment. Your restoration has decreased by 7. That's a shame. I used restoration. Your destruction is decreased by 2. That's a shame also. Destruction I use more than anything else. My destruction is now 1? How is that possible? It was like 44 or something. And my restoration is 1. I don't know how it's possible. That's obviously a bug. That my destruction is 1. I mean, I can build it up again. I'm not worried, but... And my restoration is 1. It should be -1 if what it was saying was true. But okay. Not a problem. Oh, I should probably get dressed. Oh, I got my clothes back when I got out. Oh, but What were we down in the... Oh yeah, we were going to go visit Sibby Blackbriar.
Let me out of here, damn it. I'm not... Please! This is what happens to you when you speak your mind in this city.
Why are you in jail?
They threw me in here because I called Alfred a liar. This is what happens to you when you speak your mind in this city.
Yeah, you said that before. You think Ulfric is a liar?
He yearns for the throne of Skyrim, and he'll say anything to rally people to his side. But now, because of Ulfric's greed, countless lives have been lost. It's been a pleasure.
I'm not any good at staying out of trouble, but thanks for calling me Khajiit.
Yes?
I thanked him because generally, generally they don't even recognize what race I am in this game.
See you.
Wouldn't want to be you. You know, stealing the food from people in jail seems like a new low I've sunk to.
You must...
Is he in the basement?
What could it be? Return of the Dragonborn? Who among us? Such power.
Okay, I'm not seeing Sibby Blackbriar.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
I mean, I will look again, but I think he's not here. He's certainly not in Inigo's cell. Inigo the Brave. A tale suitable for any gender and race at any time. One day, Inigo was walking through his spider farm, minding his own business, when he smelled something was wrong. His nose was the best in the land, so he followed it to a nearby cave, where he found a beautiful woman of unspecified race crying. "What is wrong?" said Inigo. "A smelly troll stole my sister," said the radiant woman. "Can you help me? Please bring her back." Inigo looked into the dark cave, then into the eyes of the woman. "If she's alive, I will save your sister," he said. "Thank you," wept the woman. She kissed him, and he entered the cave, bow in hand. He could smell ugly troll everywhere. He soon came to a fork in the tunnel. A little stream ran to the left, and a patch of glowing moss illuminated the way to the right. So we're following the stream now. The stream was cold, but Inigo was hardy, and he liked the splashing noises his feet made. He soon found a dead man clutching a note. We're reading the note, by the way. Inigo bravely reached for the note, but as his hand closed around it, the man came alive. He was a zombie. Inigo unexpectedly took to his heels and ran. The zombie's dead hand clutched his ankle, tripping him. He fell and smashed in his head on a rock. The end. Well, that wasn't the greatest story ever told by a long shot. Anyway, we were looking for... So, if this isn't... Yeah, that's not... This is weird. There's something wrong because the guy we're supposed to speak to isn't even here.
Huh?
I mean, we're just gonna go away, I guess. Unless that's him. Is it... Sibby, is that you? Oh, it's not telling me. I was trying to use the console to find out if it's Sibby. I mean, I could throw a spell at him. Do we got anything that would... I don't see anything that would affect him in a way that would make him turn in and
Hey, you mix potions, right? Can you brew me an ale?
well, that's probably Sibby there, but I don't know for sure because he won't turn and look at me. I guess I'm gonna have to throw a fireball at him.
What do you want, cat?
Oh, even if that's not working. And I don't think his cell is unlockable. Turn to me and say that. I guess I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna break into his... I'm gonna just walk through the bars, just so I can find out who he is. I thought I was gonna walk through the bars. Maybe not. Did I put in the command wrong? No, it says collision is now off. Although it does say Artotex first, which makes no sense. What is Artorex? I should be able to walk right through these bars. Anyway, listen. If you are Sibby, I don't care anymore. You're just not important enough to my story. I might come back later.
Hundreds of you.
Wish people wouldn't gossip about things that I'm doing. And gossip about them to me. Seems silly. A cowboy needs a Porsche, needs a Porsche, needs a Porsche.
What do you want? What is it, Khajiit?
I think I'm gonna just go somewhere else, because I think I'm kerflumped over not being able to do the Sibby Blackbriar thing. Besides, there were other places they told me to look for things. Oh, remember we were supposed to be waiting for the Jarl of Whiterun to make up his mind. Now, it may be that he's bugged and that's why he didn't do it, but I'm gonna go check at Dragon's Reach before I come to that conclusion. Among the Commandion's most treasured artifacts are the fragments of Wuthrard. Oh, I'm a Thane. Okay. Maybe I should be wearing my Thane armor. Oh, by the way, I could put on my Imperial stuff now. Or my Thane armor, but we'll go Imperial. Imperial Battle Mage Karas. Sounds good to me. Put it on. Imperial Battle Mage Hood. Battle Mage Bracers. Battle Mage Boots. I mean, because I'm in
Another one.
Imperial territory now. Let's see if I have anything I can enchant. The Bond of Matrimony. I must be married. Ring of Recuperation. Your stamina regeneration is increased. EDM cheat. What's EDM? I need to make money, so I'm going to try and... Where can I learn more about magic? No. Or looking at me. I just... Okay, yeah, let's sell him the stuff we just got.
For those with the talent to guess.
I just want to sell you all this junk I just picked up because I want my speech skill to go up and I need more money anyway.
It's been good talking to you.
If only somebody I knew felt that way.
Need help?
Oh, that's right. I was gonna... What is the command for...
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight with the Stormcloaks.
Oh, okay. It looks like my whistling key is the same as my...
I'm a weapon in human form. Just unsheath and point me at the enemy.
The same as my hide the HUD key. I think we already got...
My father takes counsel from Proventus Avenici. What a laugh. He takes counsel from his daughter, and she's a bloody blacksmith.
How can you protect Whiterun from the dragons?
And constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Berengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after the attack. But our greatest weapon, courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward and destroy these monsters, that is the best.
So it said I had to wait for his reply, but
Keep safe.
That's yours.
I assume... So... Where do I check up on my quests?
For an alchemist, huh? Never could get that.
Quest. Wait for the Jarl's response. I am to deliver a message to the Jarl of Whiterun. It's time for him to pick a side in the war. Okay, well, I'm not going to wait for his response anymore. Because I don't know what's going on. Let's just pick another quest and go with it. We'll go to the marketplace. A young girl has been accosted by Whiterun guards. She appears to not have stolen anything, yet the guards still won't let her go. Maybe I can be of some sort of help.
Yes?
That whistling thing is going to drive me nuts. I think the last time we played this, the guards were glitched.
I trust
them. The guard that we had to interact with was glitched or not there or something. We will look and see.
Miss Faircoin?
Circle stones to the southwest. That's Secunda's kiss. The giants hold it.
Against its own people. So rise up, children of the Empire. Stormcloaks, embrace the word.
I'm so hungry.
Who among us could possibly hold that?
Trust in heights, for I am the chosen of Talos. I alone have been anointed by the night. Red is unworthy servant.
For somebody who's an unworthy servant, he sure seems to be bragging a lot about being chosen by Talos. I mean, I was chosen in the Elder Scrolls, and you don't hear me bragging about it. Okay, there's the chick again, and yeah, the guard doesn't seem to be around. And she won't talk to me, so there's something about that quest that isn't working. So we need to, like I said, we need to find a quest that we can actually do. Let's see if we can
Bellathor's General Goods.
offload a bunch of junk to this guy.
Good to see you. Oh, bit of this, a bit of that.
I don't really care what you have. I just want to make money off of you. Now look at what you have. Not because I care too much, but I don't know if we have a spell to cure disease yet, so I will definitely take that. Which will give you enough so that you can buy another one of my overpriced items.
It was a pleasure.
The pleasure was all yours, I'm sure.
Fear not. Come dragon or giant, we'll be ready.
Oh, shut up.
Hello, friend.
Yes?
Hello, my love. Back from some adventure, I bet.
Oh, hey, it's my wife.
What do you need?
Has the store made any money?
We have a cozy little profit. Here. This is your share, love.
Tell me about yourself, Camilla, my love. My wife, who apparently I don't know anything about.
Sure thing. It's always good to have someone to talk to.
You didn't tell me anything about yourself. You may have thought you did, but you didn't. Why didn't Lucen want you to leave Riverwood?
I guess he's just afraid. After all, I am all the family he's got. To raise me and manage our parents' business, he missed his best years to start his own family. If anything were to happen to me out there, then he would truly be alone.
Where did you come from?
My brother and I came from the city of Skingrad originally, where our family used to own a lucrative business. Sadly, my parents passed away a few years after I was born, so my brother Lucan has been the only family I've really known.
Why'd you move to Skyrim?
With the devastation of the Great War, so too came absurd taxes. For the Emperor had gotten into a debt that can't be repaid in 3 generations. In the end, my brother decided it wasn't worth living down in Cyrodiil anymore, paying the Empire 6 coins for every 10 he made. So he sold the business and had us move to Skyrim. Better life, better law, and better taxes. Fresher air too, that's of no doubt.
Is there anything in Cyrodiil that you like more?
Well, that's easy. The food. For all the fine qualities of the Nords, being good cooks isn't one of them. Here, it's just sweet rolls, meat, then sweet rolls again. But then, who would understand the culinary arts better than an Imperial?
How does dumber food? That's not a complete sentence.
Are they actually edible? No, that wasn't sarcasm. That's genuinely a question. I thought those were just ritual things that they use when they worship the Daedra.
The Altmer seem to have fine food.
Sure, if I can afford them.
Redguard food is exotic to some.
I do have fond memories of the kabsa and musakan I had from the Redguard chef at Skingrad. More's to the point
I
that
don't know what
Cyrodiil
any of that
simply
is.
had better food, both from us Imperials and the other peoples.
I heard Breton food is quite delicious.
Breton food? Ha. Their portion can barely fill a child, and they spend more time to make the dish look pretty than they do to make it flavorful. My love, please, be careful and come back soon.
Well, I'm going into our house.
That's a nice enough little hamlet.
She didn't even come inside with me. I should sell our wedding ring. I don't know if I'm picking up skills by doing this or not. But it is annoying, that sound, so... There's a bottle of milk in the middle of the bed. And this looks like a kid's room, so this... Oh, okay. So I'm married and... I have a room that has no walls from where my children would be. The Lusty Argonian Maid, Volume 1, by Cassius Curio. Act 4, Scene 3, continued. So, if this is Book 1, how could it start in Act 4? Wouldn't Book 1 have to start in Act 1? Lifts her tail. Certainly not, kind sir. I'm here but to clean your chambers. Is that all you've come here for, little one? My chambers? I have no idea what it is you imply, master. But I am a poor, lusty Argonian maid. So you are, my dumpling. And a good one at that. Such strong legs and shapely tail. You embarrass me, sir. Fear not. You are safe here with me. I must finish my cleaning, sir. The mistress will have my head if I do not. Cleaning, eh? I have something for you. Here, polish my spear. But it's huge. It could take me all night. Plenty of time, my sweet. Plenty of time. Okay. Apparently, she, she cleans off. I don't know if she cleans his armor as well when he gets home, but she clears his weapon, cleans his weapon.
City's quiet enough now.
Like
when
an
the sun
axe
goes down, you best keep on your guard.
or a spear. Okay, so
Dragon Ball.
So
Say the college and
can I ask you about this city? Can you direct me to local blacksmith?
all right then.
So the guy is the I don't understand.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see
Hello,
my
friend.
the finest quality meats.
I'm just gonna have to hope that
Hello, friend.
quest works later on. It is kind of easy for the game to get confused.
You have.
I do not. Well, where can I go do something? Oh, Mirror Watch. Yeah, that looks fun. Let's go to Mirror Watch. So when we land, if we don't crash the desktop, we'll make a right towards Mirror Watch. This should be interesting since if those numbers were correct, I've lost my destruction magic skills. Where's the body? I hate killing people I can't loot. Is someone trying to kill me? Okay, let's read this stupid journal then. Oh, I've already forgotten the guy's name. Ugh. I sure have a lot of books. Hans' journal. When the eye is doused in flames, the hair will light the way. I've heard that fool Sinnar say it over and over, breath stinking of ale, as if it were a limerick. Given his dark hood, you might think it was a dangerous spell. But so long as no one's hair caught on fire or found imps in their cupboards, the wards were harmless. Just the mad ramblings of a drunk. Of the inn patrons, only I bothered to humor him. We bonded over a bottle of hunting brew and the bucket with which we had history. Yeah, I wrote a whole song about a bucket, but I think it was in Oblivion, remastered. So when the elf bit the dust, it was only natural he left his things to me. Among them were countless pieces of junk, including full ownership of the bucket and a spell tome written in some long dead language. But as soon as I started cursing the old fool for willing me his trash, out slipped 2 items of value, a map and notes to a towered keep in the swamps. It was only after reading it that I realized his drunken words weren't part of any limerick. They were instructions, a way in. Now that I'm here, things are getting even more clear. The hair part still doesn't make a lick of sense, but the eye is the stone seal. That much I'm sure. Yet nothing I do seems to work. I've doused it in the fire from my torch. I've chopped kindling for hours and built a bonfire high enough to scorch the bloody moon. Still, nothing. Maybe the seal can only be broken with magic. I was tossing magic at it, dude. Well, if that drunken fool can learn to cast spells, so can I. I've got the Memzarim tone. I just need to make sense of the words. But I better be quick. The fire seems to be attracting all sorts of creatures from the belly of this unholy marsh. Hopefully I can manage to survive long enough to discover what the treasure lies within. Is it already open? Is that the... No, okay, that's... Well, I'm all out of love. I think we already tried our fireball, right? And it didn't like our regular fire as much as I remember. A shark? I'm riding a shark. One that doesn't need to live in water, apparently. Is this normal behavior in this area of the world? I mean, nobody's going, hey, you're riding a shark. This shark thing may be a mod. I don't think it's part of the vanilla game. I got stuck in this area. Is the shark trying to kill it? Oh! Stupid me, I just conjured another shark. Not on purpose. Now, if there's nobody around, I can warp back to that tower I was trying to unlock. Well, if I remembered where it was located. There we go. Well, Inigo's getting hurt, but Nothing seems to be breaking this magic barrier. Let's look at our magic for a minute. Okay, we tried elemental bolt. Let's just go firebolt for the win. Now where's the seal? Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, that didn't do anything. And we already did flames. We'll try lightning bolt, I suppose. Is it because my... Maybe you have to do a certain amount of damage. It could be that my getting my... Let's see if my destruction is still at 1, because that might be the problem. That's probably the problem. Could be that nothing I throw at it until I get... Well, so far I'm running into a bunch of stuff that I can't do. Oh, we already did the rocks, that's right. I don't really want to start over. I'm willing, of course. I mean, I love starting the game over, but I don't want to have a bunch of podcasts or videos where I never advance the main quest, you know, because I keep starting over. I actually like the beginning of games, especially Bethesda games, when I don't have all the skills and all the overpowered gear and stuff like that, when I'm just a nothing. I do approve of this lighting. It makes it feel more swamp-like. Mrs. Brown, you've got a lovely daughter. Girls as sharp as her are something rare. Things have changed. She doesn't love me now. She's made it clear enough. It ain't no good to pout. Okay, there's people here. Let's try not to... Oh, they look like enemies though. So let's see if we can shout at them. These enemies sure aren't aggressive. I hope we fix this bug at some point.
A little help, I guess.
Ghosts.
Does someone live?
So the ghosts are, or at least some of them are properly aggressive.
I still
Come on now.
You deserve it. Shrine of Shiragora. Wow. Get out of the water, you're a cat. Cats don't like being in the water. There, now shut up. Get in the water, you know cats love water. In the town where I was born, lived a man who sailed to sea, and he told us of his life in a land of submarines. So we sailed out to the sun till we found the sea of green, and we lived beneath the waves in all yellow. Submarine. Apparently I'm up near Solitude. I smell glaze, like, you know, the sticky sweet stuff gets put on donuts and danishes and is danishes a word? What would the plural of Danish be? Dani?
Some fine MP.
Thank you. You appear to be a villain. Oh, there's... I am remembering some of the old bikes now, like... What do you think of that guy's carriage? Pretty nice, huh?
Need a ride?
Well, you don't have a carriage, dude.
Can take you to any of the whole.
No, you can't. And we live beneath the waves in our yellow Club Marine. Sometimes there's a Khajiit camp here. That's why I didn't know whether there would be. And that's why I went around. I wasn't trying to avoid them. I was trying to actually find them.
What is it, Khajiit?
And thank you for calling me Khajiit.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead.
But I gotta get a belly full of mead. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl. Someday I'm gonna make her mine. Oh yeah, someday I'm gonna make her mine. Now, since they're not doing the execution scene, I assume that means I've been here before. I hope this guy will buy my potions. I need money. What have you got for sale? I can get rid of my pork stock. There's no way I'm gonna... ever eat that. Or drink it or whatever you do with pork stock. So, I've obviously been here I've obviously been here before.
Have you? Yes. A well-timed retort can be mightier than a sword.
Right then. All right then.
There's been rumors of Talos worshippers leaving
What do you
relics
want?
of the Temple of the Divine.
But you see, I'm busy dying.
I've never seen one myself, though.
Everyone dies, not everyone is so insufferable about it.
And not everyone can be bored to death. But I bet the ones that are were talking to you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
This one's a favorite of mine.
What's your problem?
My problem is I've lost all my land to an insensitive dolt. Not just my land. My land, my gold, and my peasants. I was stripped of it by the only thing that could affect someone of my eminence. I lost it to Dragonfire. Helgen. I was there.
As a matter of fact, so was I.
Somehow, I doubt that. One with your considerable waistline would have proved too tempting a morsel for a dragon to ignore.
That's ridiculous. I'm in excellent shape.
You are indeed in excellent shape. A perfect circle. Of course, there's no need to take offense. Appearances mean nothing to me. For one of your considerable girth, that may prove auspicious.
What do you mean?
Truth be told, I have suffered worse in the name of making my fortune. I wonder if you were spoken for. Which brings us back to my original point.
Yeah, I'm married.
I am in need of a suitable partner. One who can finance the lifestyle I've become accustomed to. This one's a favorite of mine.
Let me guess, you're from Ghana, right?
Intents and purposes, I'd rather be dead than poor. And every second I am the latter brings me closer to the former. So, as the Nords are fond
Wouldn't it
to
be
do,
just be easier to
I
kill you?
seek marriage without courtship. Time is short, and every day is worth 2 tomorrows.
I suspect my wife would object to this arrangement. You couldn't have lost much. Helgen was more a military outpost than a city.
And who do you think fed the soldiers and reared their mounts? Ashwood Farm had a contract with the Empire, and they paid handsomely. With no Jarl, there were no taxes. And with a military garrison situated in the city, our homes were guarded tighter than the Blue Palace itself. Helgen was indeed a military outpost, and that is precisely what made it profitable.
Many paid a stiff price at Helgen. Yet you still have your life.
And what should I do with it? Work the fields like some common harridan?
Yep.
I know my worth. And for one with my stock, there are only 2 sensible ways to make a fortune. By marriage, or by blood. And unless some wealthy uncle shows up with gold spilling out of his pockets, the only viable alternative is marriage.
It'll be difficult for someone like you to find a spouse.
What's that supposed to mean? Someone like me? You mean someone who's young, highborn, and educated?
No, someone who hits on married men.
This one's a I am sweet. I am the most devastating beauty Skyrim has witnessed in 5 millennia. And you are evidently blind.
But you're you're hideous.
You must have drank a speechcraft potion to fabricate such a ridiculous lie. Away with you, peasant.
By blade or by spell.
Well,
if you wanted death,
he is such a sweet person. I think I think this is as good of a juncture to
All right.
to I think I'll just hole up in this room without paying for it.
I wonder when they last cleaned their mugs here.
Oh, to the Tundra Striders. Oh, mighty Tundra Strider, how you and your mighty tusks beast silhouette against the great orange expanse. I was going to make fun of its writing for having mighty in there. You know, it says, oh, mighty Tundra Strider, and then it has mighty right in the next sentence and everything. But then when I fell apart reading this, I figured I couldn't really make fun of other people. Thundering footsteps herald your herd, man and beast blazing trail together, one in nature, each relying upon the other, more than just man and beast, but equals who need one another to survive. How I long to run across the tundra in their mighty wake. That would truly be my greatest honor. The morning would be spent gathering dyes to paint our mammoths and then carve the fiercest images into their tusks. Then would be time for the skeever hunt. Our clubs would rain down upon the rat pests, smashing the life out of them. In the evening, could sit around the campfire and I would regale those nearby with songs of their majesty and grace. They would let me sample of the mammoth's cheese, a food so foul yet with healing properties so great. We'd snack on the roasted skeever we'd freshly caught that day before laying under the stars to sleep. It had slowly faded to dream, nested in the radiating heat of mammoth fur, its cold resisting properties keeping me snug. What a grand time we would have, unknown. Now, like I was saying, I'm thinking of ending the video here. And let's see, I can't remember what's next on the list. I mean, I might do some more Skyrim before that, but next on the list is Civilization 5.
For the age of aggression is just about done.
We're up in a private room.
The storm cloaks and restore what we
Are the
own.
walls this
With
thin?
our blood and our steel we will take down with Ulfric the killer of kings. On the day of death we will drink and
Her
we'll
voice
sing.
really carries.
We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies.
I am your poorly aged, sarcastic, PC, witty gamer. Thank you for tuning in.
This land is ours and we'll see it wiped clean.
I've had enough of you. I mean her, not you, the viewer. Her. I was going to invite you to like and subscribe and all that, but she's driving me nuts singing when I'm trying to talk to you. So I'm out of here.
We will drink and we'll